I want to change I want to make everybody so happy, and I want you to feel as good as I feel. I want you to learn this as much as I learn it. I
Right.
want you to do what you want to do, and
Mm.
there's no stopping you.
Welcome to the break room, where we talk about life, work, and everything in between. The real stories and conversations that matter. Today I'm here with Hollie Wolf, my best friend,
Hello.
my coworker, an incredible dance instructor of over 25 years, and one of the strongest women I know. Welcome to the break room,
you.
Hollie.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm really happy and excited for you and this opportunity. So it's incredibly, meaningful to me. So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for
You're
having me.
welcome. So you grew up as an only child on 40 acres in rural Illinois.
I did, yes, absolutely. So I do have some stepbrothers. I have a couple of stepbrothers, but I was, an only child with my biological parents. I did. I grew up playing in the woods, in the timber, climbing trees, and running around the pasture, and fishing, and always outside. So yeah, I was
Wow.
kind of a tomboy, you could say. So yeah,
Wow.
completely
So you're
different
running
than what I
around.
am now. But yeah, I did. I loved it. My grandparents always, I was with them a lot, and always went places, and met their friends, and interacted with their friends, and so I grew up around more, people,
Yeah. Older people.
older people at the time. Yeah. And I had so many wonderful experiences growing up as a child. So yeah.
So that was your childhood.
Yeah.
So how it is shaped you for you who you are today?
Oh wow. So I really I think that just learning to appreciate life and things, and the little things in life, because as I grew up, we didn't really have running water at the time. We had, at one point they did, and I was in an old farmhouse with them, and at one point they did, but over time it's the well stopped working and things, so we had to get jugs of water and bring that, and there was no like bathroom,
Wow.
facilities. So it was really different, and just appreciating things in life
And you get through
differently.
it. And you get
Yeah,
all of you
yeah.
get through it.
Right, right. And just we grew up gardening and farming, and gardening, and planting your food. We ate a lot of and hunting and fishing and things like
Wow.
that. So yeah, I mean, I have appreciation for nature. I have appreciation for just hard work, hard labor, and
Yes.
so that, I think that's really how what really brought me to who I am today, because I feel I am a hard worker, and I
You
really
are a hard
put
worker.
I'm a hard worker. So
Yes,
are
you are.
you.
Yeah.
But I really am passionate about everything I do. I put my heart into everything. Like, I feel like I do that. Really love to do something, and I really I believe that I can do it. I've always been like that. I've always been like, I put my mind to something, and I'll be like, I want to do that, whatever it is, and I'll be, and I do
You're
it,
into it.
and I do it, and I like, so that's just me. But I always I grew up like that. That we were very much, it's so different now than what is now, because technology is like taking over. We didn't have that, so you depend on the land, you depend on each other, you depend on, it's just. It's so different. It's so different, and you learn to be a good. Your heart is different. I don't know. You learn things
Right,
differently.
right.
Have compassion.
So how old were you when you're still there until
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like maybe 10. I mean, on the farm with my grandparents, I was there for till 5 to 7. And then we
You're
ended
still
up
young.
moving up, yeah, with my mom. And so I was out in the farm till I was a teenager, and then, yeah. And then I started, getting, relationships in school, and things happen. And
Yes.
then, yeah, so, but, yeah, I was there for most of my childhood. Yeah.
That's so nice. So I've heard that you've been teaching dance for over 25 years. That's
Yes.
incredible, Holly.
Yes, I teach belly dance classes. I absolutely love it. That's my passion. I absolutely love belly dance.
Belly
So,
dance, belly dancing.
yeah,
So, what is it about dance that grabbed hold of you and never let go?
right. So just self-expression. Just a way of moving to be able to express yourself in a different way. You're completely vulnerable. You're one with the music. It's such a way to just be and just really be who you are and be true to
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Mm.
And I think that when so dancing, I actually was I started dancing, taking classes when I was living in Key West. I lived there for 3 years, and I started taking classes there with a lady. I love her. Can I say her name? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can.
Her name is Shireen, and
Shireen,
she's this blonde, petite lady, beautiful. And I went into this class, and I just was like, "Oh my gosh, I just loved
overwhelmed.
it. I loved it." And from there, I just stayed. And then I started studying more and more. And then I started with her traveling. And
Oh,
we started traveling, and we go to Miami, and we go just all over the place, and we take workshops. And from
oh,
the workshops, then I just was learning and really absorbing the dance as much as I could. I would study with people from all over. And so from there, then I was to a point where I was like, oh, I'm going to start competing. So then I started to compete. I entered competitions. I started to do one was in St. Louis, Missouri. I think that was one of the first ones I ever did. I don't remember now, but yeah. And then I started competing. And then I don't know what I'm like that though. I'm like, okay, let me see what else I can do.
mm-hmm.
Let me go
Mm-hmm.
further. Let me go
So, did
further.
you like
And
it?
I loved
The
it. I
competition.
love the competitions. I loved it. And then I love but you know what? When I was competing, it was like, so I did good. I would either place first or
Wow.
I know the one I second, whatever. I don't remember. But it wasn't like the trophy thing that got
Mm-hmm.
me. It was more so the fact that it's that push. It's more like that thing
Right,
for me
pushing
to
you.
be better, you know? So it was to make me better. It wasn't about, oh, I got a trophy, you know, because
Right.
to be honest, I don't even like my trophies were like,
Just there.
I was
It's
hidden.
just
Yeah,
there.
they were hidden. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was so, you know, I'm
It's
just
the
like,
experience.
it's experience and it's just better, made me better at it. So, at what I was passionate, what I loved. So, I did that. I competed, I traveled. And then with the one competition that I did in Dallas, Texas, the prize at the time was to you could go to Egypt. So the trip, so the winner would go to Egypt. So I won that one. I won that competition, and I went to Egypt the next year, and I danced in Egypt. And that right there, I think that experience in itself that's what really transformed me, my dancing and my career as dancer and a teacher, because then I
Wow.
really was teaching more. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure so many people have so many jobs, like
Mm-hmm.
little jobs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I had different jobs, but over all the jobs that I've had, dance has always been not a job, you know, it's
Yes,
just
yes.
like
It's
it's
like
a
your
love,
passion.
but it's always been there, you know. So like I work at Lowry Park Zoo. I danced too. Started teaching a little class at Lowry Park. I would always involve it everywhere I was.
Yes.
And in the Keys, you know, I was taking the classes there. It was like all these little jobs I had, I would somehow incorporate dance somehow. But anyway, the dance has been there the whole time. So it's really amazing that has been with me for, yeah, it's going 27 years or
Yes.
more. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so that trip to Egypt really transformed my life, my
Wow.
experiences, my, just
You
education,
know, I never knew
everything.
that you went
Oh,
to
I
Egypt
know you don't know a lot
just now.
about. You don't know a lot.
Wow.
You don't know like so much, but it's okay.
I know,
That's
but it's amazing.
yeah. So I thank you. Yeah, I love that part. That was amazing. It was
Wow.
incredible. Yeah.
That's nice. So you said earlier that you were with your grandparents, right? You
Right.
were growing up with them
My
and
mom's
then you
side.
teach dance. So how was it like with those two worlds influence your perspective on what really matters?
So what really matters to me is that I can help other people. I mean, that's just basically what it is in a nutshell. I am a people. I want to help.
Oh, Holly. So I wanted to ask you about something. Like when you have a day off,
Mhm.
when you have a day off or on your break. So what is really a day off for you? What are you doing on your break?
Okay. So that's a very good question. So as much as I am a people person, and as much as I have put my life evolves around being around people, everything I do. When I have time, I don't want to be around people. Like I know that sounds horrible, but I want to
I
be.
think that would be a very nice break if you're not
Yeah.
around people, because if your work is with other people, then you
Mhm.
need to have a break on them too. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And so there's times when, and I think I'm an empath. So like, I think that, that has a lot to contribute to it. I can get drained so quickly.
Mm.
So sometimes I can't do anything. Like there's times that I'll have to, after socializing and being around people
Mhm.
all week long, and that I just can just sit there and
Are
I
you
don't want to do
alone
anything.
and then you're just at your house in
I am
your
alone.
couch?
Yeah, or just, in the phone, unfortunately, or just vegging to Gordon Ramsay.
Watch
Because of course
TV.
I love, yeah. But I just, or whatever, be my plants or outside. I like to go for walks, but a lot of times, and that's why I feel bad. Like I'll tell people, like sometimes I can't get back to you right now. I need time, a day or so, because I can't socialize anymore. I'm like my social battery has run out. It's empty.
That's
So
understandable.
I just recharge that way, or self-care, whatever it is that I love to exercise. I
Yeah.
love to work out too. So things like that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing just,
So
the
do
bare
you
minimum.
think that a day is worth it? A day is enough for you to have a break?
No, absolutely not. No, it's not.
Right,
Mm-mm.
right. We need a super long time to have a break.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I wish I could have 3 days
Off.
of, yeah, 3
That would be
days. It
nice,
would be so
right?
nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But in the same sense, it's like then I would feel after a while. I know me, I would get like bored, and I'd be like, okay, now I
had to go
need
out.
to work. I need to do something. I need, yeah,
Right.
yeah, social stimulation. So
that's it. That's. Do you eat when you have a break? Like you love
do
to
I
eat?
eat? No,
You have
I never eat.
what food do you love to eat?
I love everything. I love Mexican food. I love Thai food. I am
Thai
a
food.
Thai fanatic. So yes, I want to try every Thai restaurant in the Tampa Bay area. That's been my thing lately. Over the last few months.
So what?
You know.
What? Yeah, I know. So what is the favorite Thai food so far?
Oh, I love my Penang. I love.
Is that the soup, right? You said.
I love all the curry. I love the soup. I love,
Oh my god, I love Thai
I love
food.
coconut soup.
You love
I
Thai food.
I am a Thai food fanatic. I'll eat all kinds of food. I love to try all kinds of food.
Yes.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm a foodie.
All right, that's good. So you wanted to share your breast cancer journey with our listeners.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. When did you first got the diagnosis? What went through your mind?
So I had I don't know how much am I allowed to say. How I mean,
Yeah,
I found the lump myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I did, I was kind of like, what is this? Like, and you're like,
You just had questions.
this is graphic. It's not too graphic. I don't want to. So you're in the shower,
Yeah.
and you feel a lump, and like, it kind of had that little panic inside, like this is not normal.
Yeah.
So then I went to the doctor, and then when they did the test, and then went from there. And then when I was determined that it was breast cancer, I don't know. Like, I feel like I was just kind of like, shocked.
Yeah.
But I wasn't shocked to where I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die, or
Right.
anything like that. I didn't
Right.
have that feeling of that fear in me. So when that happened, the shock, and to be honest, I there is so much time that I do not recall. I can't, recall a lot of time of the things that happened. So yeah, then I kept living my life. That's the
That's
main
so
thing that I
great.
can say. Excuse me. And I was teaching classes in my dance classes and still working. And at the time, I don't even remember to
Right.
where I was working.
So you were going through that and everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
do you had a treatment for that and everything
I
too?
went through chemo. I had like 8 chemo treatments the first time, and I
Wow.
had 28, 21, something like that, treatments of radiation
Oh,
the first time. And I say this the first time because I've had it twice. So the
oh,
first was 2013. And so, yeah, I remember. So, what I remember mostly, and I have a very dear friend. Can I say her
yeah.
name? Hi, Alba. Alba. She's been a student of mine for years and just a very dear friend of mine. She was there with me for a lot of this. And she saw me in my classes. She saw me and I kept teaching. I never stopped teaching. I would go to my classes. I go to a treatment. I go to my classes and teach it that night or something.
Wow.
And I'd be so tired that all I would do is like sit in a chair
Right.
and, direct.
Right.
But she would say she remembers all this. It's so crazy. She's like, you never missed never missed a class except for one time. And I missed one time because I had a treatment and I got really, really, really sick from after, and I had to go to the ER for that time.
Wow.
But that's the only time I ever missed my classes. I kept working.
That's crazy.
And I think that's the biggest thing. Like I never said, "Oh, I can't do this. I stop everything. I'm done. I have breast cancer now. I can't do this.
Right.
I can't do that." No, I was never like that. I just was like, you know what?
You moved on.
And I don't know if this is right or not to think this way, but and as I said earlier, like I almost felt like I treated it so nonchalantly that it was like I have a cold, I have a flu. I never say, "Oh, woe is me, I have breast cancer." I never was like that. In fact, I never ever really thought about it.
That's good.
Like it was so weird. You know how people, and that's why I say I don't know if this is right to say that or not because it's not right because there's people that really suffer and really have problem with it.
Right.
But for me, the way I dealt with it is just like it wasn't even it never was in me. Like I literally didn't even think and consume my life with it.
Correct.
Like I just did everything the same. the only difference is I had to go to my treatments. I had to sit there. I had to have the port. I had to go through the radiation. I lose my hair. Which this was a tough thing to do. One of the hardest things was losing my hair. Like, I don't know, because my hair is always, your hair is for a woman, your glory, you know? So that was huge for me. But it was just like, I didn't ever look at it like that. Like it was something that is going to prevent me from doing or going on with my life.
I think that's a good thing
It was
that
crazy.
you thought about it.
Yeah. Like I literally just went on with my life, kept going. Nobody ever would know. I wore my wig. And I still worked at the restaurant because I was dancing at the restaurants too.
Oh,
I still performed at the restaurant on the weekends and I would put a wig on. And I remember wearing my wigs and I got my weaves and all this stuff. I was so up on this hair stuff. I was like, oh my God. So I would wear my new wigs and I would dance. I would go perform. I did everything the same. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, so that, and then I went through it and then, came out, everything was okay. They got it, went through my surgery, and then, so then here, 10 years later, I have again.
Oh, wow.
Same size, same everything, but now it was a difference. It's the first time I had breast cancer was stage 2. The second time that I've had it is now it was stage 1.
Okay.
They caught it earlier.
All right.
Same breast, same everything. And so, yeah,
that's
crazy. So that time I went, I did not have to have I went through this, but I just had the lumpectomy. I never had to have nothing like that. So did it again. Here I am working now now I'm doing, working with seniors and still teaching. And so I'm older. 10 years is a big change.
Yes, it is. So, yeah. So you're still showing up for others. That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
I guess so, right.
Yeah, you are.
I went through it and here I am on the other side again. And I'm like, so the second time I say the hardest thing for that is just like I said, the age. As you get older, you don't have the resilience as much. Like I feel more tired, but I still feel like the same in my mind, that I can overcome.
But you look young. You're still young.
Thank you.
You look young. Yes.
Well, so do you.
I think you know why you look young? Maybe because of your dancing. I think so too. because
Yes.
you're like moving around and everything.
Yes,
I think.
I believe that. It definitely keeps you younger. I know a lot of dancers that don't look their age at all.
Uh
Like they
huh.
would dance
That's what I
so
said.
young
That's
and
what I
youthful,
said.
and it
Yes.
just does something to you to preserve
Yes.
your youth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're really strong.
Thank you.
So
Thank
whatever
you so
happened is
much.
you're so strong.
Thank you.
I admire you for that. That's crazy.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Thank you.
So of all the things that you've been through, what did that teach you about your own strength?
I just that I am strong inside. I know I already knew that I was strong from how I was raised, how I grew up, and but I know that I can. I believe in myself. I know. I don't want to come across as being, oh, she's very
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that?
I
What
mean,
is that word I'm looking for when somebody think they're so sure of themselves? I don't want to cocky. Yeah, that's a good. I don't want to be cocky,
right.
but
But you're
I
strong because
believe in myself. Like I'm very positive about myself.
that's nice.
So I already know that I can. Anything I put my mind to, I'm confident about it, and I love myself. I love who I am. I love everything about me. So what it really taught me is that it just reaffirms that what
How
I
strong you are.
kind of already knew, but yet again, as I was saying, like I didn't dwell on I didn't have a chance to really. I would say a chance, but
Dwell or
yeah, because it's just my life kept going on. So I didn't pause to, go,
right,
oh,
right,
I'm in
right.
this predicament now and
Correct.
now here. Um, how is this affecting me? No,
Move on.
I just kept going. Literally, if you were in the vehicle and you just kept driving and
Right.
you didn't stop at the rest area, that's why
Right.
I never
Oh, okay.
stopped.
Right,
I
right,
just
right.
kept going. Like there's no pause. There's no pause. I just kept going, and I didn't need to look like for it. I don't know. It's so weird. So the only time now I'm reflecting, and when I reflect back, like when we're doing this,
Mhm.
and I'm reflecting back, this is the time because even so, if somebody asks me, then I'll think about it.
Right.
If we're doing something, then I think about it. I still don't think about it. Like, I don't know if that's
Right.
healthy or not,
I mean that
but that's how I do. So, I really just believe I know I'm a strong person. I know I can overcome things that happen and come, God willing that
you
I
are a
still
strong
can.
person.
But we all are. Believe you have to
You
believe,
have
and
to.
you really have to have that will inside. You have to know. You have to really know that you are able to overcome anything.
Anything.
Really, except for the forces of nature that might happen with. Yeah,
Right. That
you cut
that
that
we
out.
can't
Cut that
that we
out.
can't
Like a hurricane.
control.
Wait, you get control. Yeah.
Right. So what do you want other women to know about finding their passion when life throws curveballs?
Yes, I want them to know that they are so amazing and so. You know what? I deal with a lot of women in my work and teaching, and I see so many walks of life come in, and so many things. And this is funny. And can I share this?
Yes, you
This is
can.
really.
Yes, you
I
can,
want
of
to share
course.
this. This is
Yes.
amazing. I have always had the ability to really know people like by looking at them. Like a lot of times I'll look at a person, I'll say,
Something's wrong.
you're going through something, you're holding tension in your shoulders, or you're tight, something's going, you're not breathing. Of course I can see if you're not breathing right. You're holding it. I said, how do you know that? I said, because I just do. I just know. I'm very intuitive, and I'm very aware of that. And that's what I pay attention to people. So sometimes I'll say, you have some tension, you're holding something. Yes, you're right. Da da da. And then it's funny because my job actually I become like a therapist to them sometimes.
Wow.
So and sometimes they all it doesn't have to be women, but anyone needs is just
Right.
someone to listen to them.
Correct.
Sometimes they come in very negative and have a very bad self-image of themselves and going through things that they just I've seen some that really some people come in and they just they have no self confidence all,
Mm-hmm.
like none. So I'm like, no, da, 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 da. You're beautiful. You can do this. You can do it. And I always am boosting them up. I always encourage them. I say, you can really do this. You're wonderful. You have to believe in yourself. And I give them these. And this is what is interesting too, is sometimes like I'm doing now, I don't even
Yeah.
know what I say. Like things just come out of from nowhere. And they're like, because I can do that. I don't know. It's just a gift I have. I'm blessed to be able to do that and let them know and share that they are able to overcome any obstacles.
Right,
And they're
right.
wonderful. And you can do it. Even doesn't have to be dance. You can do anything.
Yeah.
It's all about how you see yourself and the value that you have on your and who you believe you are. But sometimes there are people that they don't feel that. They don't, so it takes more. But I always believe that I can get to them. That's just me. I'm always like, I can get to them. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I want to change people.
And then they
I
listen to you.
Yeah, not all the time though. There's ones that they don't always listen to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And
Okay, I'm
and
good.
they
I'm
change.
fine.
But I believe, and I want to change I want to make everybody so happy, and I want you to feel as good as I feel. I want you to learn this as much as I learn it. I
Right.
want you to do what you want to do, and there's no stopping you. No, I want everybody to feel that way. So I'm always like
Wow,
that.
that's nice.
It's
Yeah.
just-
I mean,
so-
that's nice that you're telling them to be be happy and whatever.
Yeah, like I want you to be so happy, and
I
I want
know,
you to
I
be
am.
because you have so many your abilities. Does that sound weird? Like I believe in people more than I think they believe in themselves, right?
Yes, correct.
I'm serious. I do. I believe.
That's so nice. Yeah, that's so nice. I think some people needs to hear that.
Yeah. I think
That's it.
so many people need to hear that.
Yep. So looking at everything you've been through and everything you've built, what do you hope your legacy is?
If asking me this question right now, I have to say that I want to be remembered as just being a nice person.
You're always a strong woman.
A strong woman. You keep saying that, and I love that you say that.
You are.
But I want to be remembered as just being, that she helped me, da da da. She gave me this in my life. She brought either the dance, or she made me feel this way, or I gave me more confidence. She left me, she changed my life because I'm now a better person, da da da. I have honestly never thought of that, because I don't again think of me like, oh, what's my legacy? That's crazy though. I probably should think
because of all your hard work and everything for how many years? You should have.
I know.
You should
I
have
don't
been.
think about. Do you think about do you think about that? Like,
no, not that much. But yeah,
see, it's a hard question. Right?
It's a hard question. Yeah,
but I like that question.
So for anyone who wants to connect with or learn more, where can they find you?
So for my dancing, right?
Yes.
So I have my website is www.madrinadances.com. I teach in the Tampa area. Yeah, I'm in Tampa. So I don't want to give out my phone number. Do I need to?
No, you're good.
So my phone number.
So they can have you. They can connect you with your website, and then they can connect you with your dance if they want to enroll on how to do your belly dancing.
And I'm on social media. Yeah, Instagram,
social media,
Facebook, and TikTok and all that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, you have to check on her, check Hollie wherever she is, and you can find her dancing skills wherever. And she's always posting too all the time.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here and sharing your stories so openly. I'm grateful to call you my friend and honored you trusted me with this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I love you.
I love you too.